Welcome back to this series on documenting lighting designs. We've been talking about the lighting plans and each of the different things that goes on there. In this video, we're going to focus on the switching lines or circuit lines that connect switches to luminaires. So in general, switching lines are going to be a gentle curve using a lightweight line type, all right, leading from the switch to the closest luminaire of those that are connected to it. All right, and let's see an example of that right here. Here's a switch, here's a gentle arc connecting to the luminaire. All right. If two luminaires or more, all right, are controlled by the same switch, then a line will connect to the luminaires and the switch. Okay. Each switch only has one line coming off of it. Your luminaires can actually have multiple switching lines coming off of them. Maybe they're connecting to multiple switches, as in this example here, or maybe there are multiple luminaires and you're just connecting to the next one. There's a little bit of variability in the type of line that you're drawing. The NKBA standard is for solid lines. The AIA standard is for dashed lines. You'll see other variations out there. Okay. My personal favorite is the solid lines. I feel it's a little bit easier to read, a little bit more legible, and that's what I'd like you to use for your projects in this class. So let's take a look at an example of some of these switching lines. And I've got a residential lighting plan up here. All right. And we're going to take a look at this corner of it right here. So let's zoom in over here. And you can see that as you walk into this, looks like a bedroom. All right. Immediately to the latch side of the door are the switches. And we've got one switch connected to, if we put the luminaire schedule here, you'd see that that is a ceiling fan. All right, connected to here. And here's a second switch. These are ganged together. And this one is connected to this series of 1, 2 recessed down lights. All right. Notice that you don't have to then come back and connect it to the switch again. All right, so we did 1, 2, and you didn't, for example, complete the circuit and make this a circle. I see some people make that mistake. You don't need to. All right. Also, these are arcs, or in this case, this designer has used kind of a soft spaghetti looking line. All right, they are curves for two reasons. The first is that it actually makes it easier for the eye to follow, all right, and easy to tell the difference between that curve and, for example, a dimension or a wall or some other element. The second reason is to highlight and emphasize that these lines are conceptual. They indicate the linkages between these objects, and they do not indicate the location of the actual wires that connect them. Let's use this same floor plan and take a look at a three-way switch. All right, so we're in the hallway section of this house. All right, and I blew it up over here. So you can see that kind of this hallway has two ends. Here's one end, here's the other end. There is a three-way switch at either end, and they connect these three luminaires. So 1, 2, 3, connect. All right. As long as all three luminaires and both switches are connected with these lines, you're good. When you're drawing your switching lines, your goal is legibility. Remember that this is a communication device to communicate your design ideas to those who are going to build them. All right, so make sure it's very, very legible, and don't make your switching lines cross. Now, unfortunately, sometimes they have to. There is just no graphic way to connect some switches and some luminaires without having them cross. If you have to make them cross, I want you to use a hop symbol. I don't have a better name for it. This is one that I came up with myself. But here's an example. All right, we've blown up this bathroom design, and as you walk into the bathroom door, here are two switches ganged together. All right, this one connects to, let's see, looks like a luminaire over the sink, and then a luminaire over in the center of the room, and then one over the bathtub. All right, this second switch connects to the exhaust fan. All right, how are you going to draw these lines without crossing them? Well, there is actually a way. If the designer wanted to, you could make this line go all the way around and connect. All right, but that actually might be a little confusing. So instead, they have chosen to make a smooth, continuous arc. All right, that's important, to the exhaust fan symbol. And when they crossed this other switching line, added this hop. All right, it literally jumps over visually, graphically, all right, the other line. And the reason for this is, first of all, you want the smooth, continuous arc to help your eye follow and connect these two items. The hop is something that helps you visually differentiate between the two crossing lines. Here's a second example of what I'm talking about. All right, and right here we're in the kitchen of a home. All right, and here is a switch. It looks like as you walk into this kitchen, the switch is right here, and it connects this recessed light, this series of 4 recessed lights. All right, but there's a problem right in this area. So let's go into the zoomed in drawing here. And you can see that in this smooth continuous curve that connects these two recessed lights, the designer has placed a little hop symbol. All right, it jumps over the other switching line. All right, everyone, I hope I've kind of cleared up some of the mysteries involved in the switching lines that connect your controls and your luminaires. Thanks.